Cynthia Schwartzberg. I'm a spiritual practitioner here at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. Ernest Holmes says, prepare your mind to receive the best that life has to offer. So let's take a moment and prepare ourselves for this spiritual mind treatment. Because right now, we are living in uncertain times. And for some of us, this is pressing up against our real willingness to have faith and to trust the teachings and to know that all of life is part of this divine. And as we're surrendering into the unknown, we can turn to Ernest Holmes, because he speaks from this place of spiritual truth as saying, an act of complete surrender of the human to the divine without the loss of the human, it is an act of complete inflowing of the divine to the human. Just take a moment to take in those words. So how can we open up to the divine flowing into us at this time of great uncertainty? One thing we can do is to begin to really know that life is all that there is. Life is perfect, life is whole, life is complete, life is divine. And in knowing this to be true about life, I also know this to be true about me. Because I too am the divine. With every breath that I take in the divine. With every step that I walk embodied as the divine. For I and God are one. And in knowing this to be true, I know in the surroundings as I look and I see the trees and others, whether they're coming through virtual experiences or walking down the street on the other side of the street, I can breathe in and know we are all one and we are part of the divine. And in this knowing, I know that there is perfect health, perfect wisdom, perfect wealth, and perfect action, because it is all part of life. Just as the ebb and flow of the oceans, the waters come in and there's a pause and it goes out and there's a pause. And there's an uncertainty of exactly when that wave is going to come back. But I know and I can rest assured that it's coming back. And I know too that with the sun, as the sun rises in the day and then it sets at night, I know that the next day the sun rises. And when that sun shines and I look up at that sun, I see there is light. And that is a reminder of the light and the love that shines in and through each and every one of us. The sun has no judgment. It does not define where it's going to or not going to shine. Yes, there are clouds, but the clouds come and they go. And that too is part of the ebb and flow of life. This is love available to us at all times. And I feel so deeply, deeply grateful for knowing these truths. And in knowing these truths, I know them for me and I know them for you, for we are all one. And I am so grateful for the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta, that it opens up its virtual doors, that I feel that connection and that oneness with all those that are out there that receive this maybe today, tomorrow, the next day. But there is no limits, and the walls of the center have made it so there are no walls and no restrictions. for these words and these truths to come in and through to each and every one of us. And I am so grateful for Reverend Alexander and for all the practitioners at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta, and for all the congregants, and for everybody that chooses to hear and receive these words. For I know that this is truth. And I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you agree with me, we release this prayer, and together we say, and so it is.